Consider a circle which is moving along a straight line path as mentioned here. As you can see, a point P on the circumference of the circle is tracing a path. This path, which is mentioned in yellow color, is called the cycloid. Now here we are going to see how we can draw cycloid by means of engineering graphics. So let's get started and welcome to another video. Curve generated by a point on the circumference of the circle which rolls along a straight line path without slipping is called the cycloid. Here, moving circle is called the generating circle and the straight line is called the directing line or baseline. The point on the generating circle which generates the curve is called the generating point. Here, this kind of cycloids are mainly used for designing of gear tooth, molding box conveyors in foundry and other kinematic field applications. Here we are going to solve a problem related to cycloid. As you can see in the question, a coin of diameter 50 mm rolls along a straight line without slipping. Draw the curve generated by a point on the circumference of the coin. Also draw a tangent and normal at any point on the curve. So from the question there is no data related to the name of the curve. We have to identify the name from the given data. There is a data that a coin is rolling along a straight line path. We know that from the definition of cycloid, which is when a circle rolling along a straight line path, any point on the circumference of the circle traces a curve which is known as the cycloid. So we can determine the shape of the curve from the question itself. Likewise, only all kind of questions will be asked from the special curve topics. Now there is only one data, which is diameter of the coin given 50 mm. So we can start with that. First of all, draw a circle of diameter 50 mm or radius 25 mm. Then we have to divide this circle into 12 equal parts. You know, one circle means 360 degree of angle, and while dividing the circle into 12 equal parts, we have to divide 360 by 12. Then we will get 30 degree. So we have to divide the circle into 30 degree division. After dividing the circle into 12 equal parts, we have to mark points on the circumference of the circle, like next we have to draw a straight line, because in cycloid a circle will be rolling on a straight line path. So we have to draw straight line also. The length of the straight line is the circumference of the circle. We know that circumference of the circle is 2 pi r or pi d. We have to determine the value of pi d. Here diameter is 50 mm, so pi d is equal to 50 into pi. That is, here we will get 157.079 mm. Then we have to divide the line also into 12 equal parts. So here for dividing the line into 12 equal parts, we have to draw another line which is having a length which is divisible by 12. So here let's say I am going to take the length 120 mm here. 120 mm is divisible by 12. So I am going to take 120 mm with an angle of 30 degree. Next step is we have to connect the extreme point to this point here. Now we can easily divide 120 into 12 equal parts with a 10 mm gap. 120 by 12 means 10 mm. Here I have divided this line into 12 equal parts. Next step is we have to draw parallel lines parallel to this particular line here, and connecting these each and individual divisions on this line. Now we have to mark points on these each and every divisions on the line. Next we have to draw lines parallel to this base line or directing line and connecting through points on the circle. Here, as you can see, this line is the central line which is passing through the center of the circle. Here these all lines which are connecting through points 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7 and 6 are parallel to the base line or directing line of the curve. Now the next step is we have to draw perpendicular line from 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash up to 12 dash here on the baseline to the central axis or central line. Now these perpendicular lines intersects the central line here. We have here 12 different centers on the central axis line, C1, C2, C3 up to C12. Next step is with C1 as a center and a radius of 25 mm, we have to draw an arc connecting the line which is passing through 11, 1. Likewise, we have to draw an arc of radius 25 mm with the center C2 on the second line which is passing through 10 and 2. Similarly, we have to draw an arc of radius 25 mm with the center C3 on the line which is connecting 9 and 3. Similarly, we have to draw arcs with centers C3, C4, C5 up to C12 with the radius of 25 mm. Finally, we can connect a curve through these all intersecting points, starting from the point here marked as 12 by means of hand drawing. Finally, we will get a curve like this. Next, we have to draw a tangent and normal at any point on the curve. So let's say I'm going to take a point on the curve. Let's say I'm going to take a point here for drawing tangent and normal. From the question we can see draw tangent and normal at any point on the curve. So here I have taken a point for drawing tangent and normal. For that, first of all, we have to draw an arc with a radius of 25 mm, which is the radius of the generating circle. Next step is we have to draw a straight line from here at this intersection point of arc and line. We have to draw a straight line which is perpendicular and intersects at the base point here. We have to draw a line connecting this point here to this point, which is considered as the point for drawing the tangent and normal. So this particular line which is drawn from this point to the point we have taken, which is known as the normal, and when we draw a line which is perpendicular to this normal, we will get the required tangent. So this is the required normal. Here this is the tangent. So hope you understand the concept of cycloid. Thank you.